This is part 1 of alternatives to the top 10 baby girl names of 2015. So at number 10, we have Harper, which is an English name meaning harp player. This name is new to the top 10. It was, I believe, at number 11 last year, so that's kind of exciting. My first alternative to Harper is Piper, and Piper means pipe or flute player and sat at number 68 in 2015. So it's quite a bit less popular, but not completely unknown, still quite trendy. I chose Piper because it has a strong P sound like Harper and also has a musical influence to it. So I think that parents who like Harper might also enjoy Piper. My second alternative is Harlow. And Harlow is an English surname meaning army, and it sat at number 422 in 2015. I chose Harlow because it has a similar, almost masculine sound to it and also starts with that har beginning. So parents who like Harper might also enjoy similar sounding Harlow. Lastly, I chose Lark. And Lark is an English bird name that did not rank in the top 1,000 in 2015 or any other year to my knowledge. I chose Lark because it has a similar no frills sound to it as Harper does, as well as that sort of musical meaning to it, because whenever I think of Lark, I think of music because larks are beautiful songbirds. At number 9, we have Charlotte. This was a surprise to me because I thought that Charlotte would be much higher ranked. It was at number 10 in 2014, but because of the birth of the royal baby, I believed that it would have been at number 7 or 6 or even 5. So obviously I was guessing way too high because it's only at number 9. And Charlotte is a French feminine derivative of the name Charles, which means free man. My first alternative for Charlotte is Charlie. You can spell Charlie with either 2 E's or an IE ending. So with 2 E's, it ranked at number 282 in 2015, and with the IE, it ranked at number 207. It also means free man, and it is a diminutive of Charles or Charlotte. So it's a very basic alternative to Charlotte. I feel like this is one of the nicknames that parents who name their children Charlotte are looking to get out of it, because Charlie is such a cute nickname. So if you're planning on using the nickname Charlie, why not just go with Charlie? Name your kid what you're gonna call him, as I like to say. Yeah, so Charlie's a very cute alternative, and it's definitely not as popular and maybe a little bit more distinctive because of that. My second alternative is a little bit more exotic, and this is Carlotta. And Carlotta is the Italian variation of Charlotte, which also means free man. So it shares a meaning, and it also shares sort of a sound. And you could still use the nickname Lottie, which is one of my favorite nicknames for the name Charlotte, if you chose Carlotta. Parents who like Charlotte might like Carlotta because it's different, but still sounds similar, and you can still use one of the same nicknames. My third alternative to Charlotte is Colette. And Colette is a beautiful French surname. It's a very posh sounding name, much like Charlotte. I chose Colette because it has a similar ending to Charlotte, and also because it has similar nicknaming patterns to Charlotte. So you can have both a masculine nickname from Colette and a feminine nickname from Colette, much like with Charlotte. So you can use Cole, which is quite masculine, or you can use Letty, which is quite feminine. And I think that kind of connects even more to the name Charlotte because that's the same sort of nickname pattern you see there. And Colette only ranked at number 531 in 2015, so it is much less popular than Charlotte. At number 8, we have Emily. And Emily means rival and is the feminine version of the Latin Emil. My first alternative to Emily is Emery. Emery is a name of German origin that means industrious, and it bears a very similar sound to Emily. Emery, Emily. You could still use the nickname Em or Emmy with Emery, and it just kind of is a more sophisticated name than Emily. Emery ranked at number 134 in 2015, so it is definitely a less popular alternative. My second alternative to Emily is Emmeline, and Emmeline is a name of French origin that means work. It ranked at number 809 in the top 1,000 in 2015. Emmeline is a much longer alternative. It sounds grander than Emily, much more elegant almost. Because it is much longer and it has that distinctive like French feel to it, Emmeline. My third alternative is Amélie, and Amélie is a French variation of Amelia, meaning work. It ranked at number 641 in 2015. This could especially be a great alternative if you're a fan of the name Amelia as well as Emily. They're very similar sounding names. Amélie and Emily sound very similar, but Amélie has also a close link to the name Amelia. At number 7, we have Abigail, and Abigail is a Hebrew name meaning my father is joyful. My first alternative to Abigail is Abani, and Abani is an African name meaning we asked for her and behold, we got her. And this is what it means in the language Yoruba, apparently. You could still use the nickname Abby for Abani, much like with Abigail, and it's a more exotic version of it for sure, but still not hard to pronounce. It's still familiar because of its connection to this top 10 name. And it is not in the top 1,000, so it's extremely unique. So if you're looking for a nice alternative that's really kind of out there, Abani could be the perfect choice. My second alternative is Adelaide, and Adelaide is a German name meaning noble or nobility. And I love this name because it has such a beautiful sound to it. Adelaide, it sounds so fresh, and it is ranked at number 273 in 2015. For Adelaide, I chose Adelaide because it sounds kind of similar to Abigail, and it's a name that I think should get a little bit more attention. You could use the nickname Addie instead of Abby. I just think it's a beautiful name. At number 6, we have Mia, and Mia means mine or bitter. I don't think these are the best meanings, really, so these alternatives will provide some better meanings for you. My first alternative is Nia, which is a very similar sounding name to Mia. Nia is a Swahili name meaning purpose or resolve, and it ranked at number 442 in the top 1,000 in 2015. Nia is a gorgeous name. I think it sounds so similar to Mia, but it's still distinctively different because it has that strong N sound instead of the M sound. It also has a nicer meaning. If you like the sound of Mia, you might enjoy Mia. My second alternative is Mila, and Mila ranked at number 53 in 2015. I love the name Mila because it sounds kind of like Mia, but it's longer, it's not as cutesy. I was very surprised that it was at number 53 because I've never met a little girl named Mila. I have a hairdresser that's like 60 that's named Mila, but other than that, I've never met one. My last alternative for Mia is Miriam. And Miriam is a Hebrew name meaning wished for child. Mia could work as a nice nickname for Miriam. It also just kind of sounds similar to Mia. So Miriam is almost like a longer version of Mia. And while Mia is very cutesy, Miriam is strong with a nice background to it. I just really love the name Miriam as an alternative for the name Mia. At number 5, we have the name Isabella, and Isabella is a Spanish and Italian variation of Elizabeth, which means pledged to God. Isabella has been one of my absolute favorite names for a really long time. I think I was 12 when I first started loving this name, probably because of the Twilight series, but it's obviously way too popular for me to use because I love unusual and unique names that are not in the top 1,000. So I have plenty of alternatives for Isabella stocked up from years of thinking about it, and I just chose my top 3 favorites to share with you. So my first alternative is Isadora. And Isadora is a Greek name meaning gift of Isis, and by Isis that means the Egyptian fertility goddess, not the terrorist group, so don't worry about that. This could be a really great name actually if you were struggling with infertility or similar issues, because it would be like the gift of the fertility goddess. It's just like a really cool name, and you could still use the nickname Izzy, but it's not in the top 1,000, so it's a really great, less popular alternative. My second alternative is Mirabella, and Mirabella is an Italian name meaning wonderful. It's a very fresh alternative to Isabella, as it did not rank in the top 1,000 in 2015 or any other year to my knowledge. This is a great name if what you love about Isabella is the Bella ending, because you could still use the nickname Bella if you named your child Mirabella, and Mirabella is just wonderful as its meaning suggests. My last alternative is Isabeau, and Isabeau is the French variation of Isabelle, meaning pledge to God, just like Isabella. I think this name sounds so much stronger than Isabella, despite the fact that I do love Isabella, because Beau is such a stronger ending than Bella. It can make obviously a great alternative because you could still use the nickname Izzy, and it does sound similar to Isabella, has the same meaning, just a different origin. Yeah, so that's about it for this video. I will be back probably in a couple days with the top 5 baby names and alternatives for them. I would really love it if you could leave me suggestions for videos. I have 61 subscribers now, which is super duper exciting. If you're not subscribed already, please do subscribe, like this video, comment, tell me what you think. What are your favorite names from this year's top 10? It hasn't changed very much, but I mean, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Thanks for watching. Bye.